Sofia. On the 6th of September 2022, I set out on my biggest solo trip yet. 4 months of work and holiday in Australia. Last episode, we went through the life-changing events that led up to my departure from Portugal. After almost 2 days, I finally arrived in Brisbane, and it was time to start the adventure.
Made it to the hostel. I'm in Australia. Can't believe I'm here. I feel like a bus just ran over me, but I'm alive, so yeah, let's go in and yeah, I'll see you soon.
The next morning, I woke up at the Brisbane City YHA. Me and my newly made friends were welcomed by a rainstorm while we set out to take care of opening our Australian bank accounts and acquire an Australian phone number. After our errands, we had lunch together with our hosts, sharing our stories next to the river and a great view of the city. Only then, it really started to sink in. I was not in Portugal anymore. It felt so odd to think I had crossed to the other side of the world in just 2 days. The truth was that the air smelled different. The colorful birds sounded exotic, and my own body felt different. In the afternoon, we went kayaking and abseiling, activities I had never done before. And on our way back to the hostel, I took in my very first Australian sunset. The next day, it was time, of course, to go meet the koalas and the kangaroos for the very first time. I mean, who goes to Australia and doesn't see a kangaroo?
Everyone say hi. Hi.
What up?
My first days in that strange country with strange people were going well until I woke up feeling sick.
Well, good morning, everyone. I can't speak. I am a bit sick, quite sick. Yesterday, I started feeling started having a sore throat. But anyway, welcome to the city of Brisbane in Australia. Today our group had a free day to do wherever we wanted to. I decided to come for a short walk to visit the city a little bit. I want to visit a few parks, and then I'm going back in that direction to go and see the Brisbane Wheel and just check out that riverside area. The trip here was very, very long, and I got a sore throat because of the trip. I didn't really feel the jet lag. I was actually feeling pretty okay, but I got sick anyway, so I guess that was the long trip had to catch up to me somehow.
Little did I know how bad it was going to catch up with me. But in the meantime, the urge to explore was stronger than me. So I set out to check out the city center. I strolled through the city parks. It was Sunday, so an event was running at the time. It felt nice to watch people out and about, having picnics, enjoying good music. I was sensing great community vibes. I am not a great fan of cities, but I spent quite some time appreciating those tall, futuristic buildings. For some reason, my eyes were drawn to them. Maybe because I had never seen ones quite like them. I bumped into a street market I love when I get the opportunity to browse through it. There are always so many unique things to look at and interesting people to talk to. And of course, I had to go take a photo of the famous Brisbane sign close to the spinning wheel. However, as having a walk in the park wasn't all I came to Australia to do, it was time to rest because things were about to get interesting and, I must say, pretty rough. On Monday morning, we were picked up by members of the hosting team, and off we went to the training farm, a place 3 hours drive northwest of Brisbane. We were about to get a taste of what rural Australia truly feels like.
Something ain't right. Yeah, something ain't right. Oh, something ain't right.
As the buildings gave space to never-ending fields, I knew we were officially down under. And we eventually arrived at the Hidden Gold Homestead, our home for the following week. We were welcomed by Clint Kenyon, the owner of the farm, where he lives together with his wife Tina and their 3 kids. He gave us a briefing over lunchtime about what to expect from the days ahead and what was expected of us to do. Speaking of which, we dived right into the chores. The days started early at the farm. We rose with the sun to feed the animals, learn how to drive a buggy, a quad bike, tractors, and motorcycles. We did fencing and learned how to catch horses and ride them. I was giving it my best, but unfortunately, I didn't quite make it through the week.
Where is the line between dreaming and feeling blue? It's 4 o'clock in the evening. I haven't left my room, but the truth is, if I'm honest, I feel stuck here in the middle. Am I one of those crazy people?
It's been a long, tiring, very strange week. First week in Australia. So the thing is, I got really sick this past week. You can still hear it a little bit in my voice. I was already getting sick right after I arrived in Brisbane. Monday and Tuesday, I was already here on the farm. I thought I was getting better, but then from Tuesday to Wednesday, I got a really bad fever during the night, and I felt horrible. I couldn't sleep, and I still woke up with the others, but I couldn't do much. I was really out of it. So then I got back to bed. I tried at lunchtime. I tried getting up, but I got so dizzy. I had to run to the bathroom to throw up. I was so nauseous. It was really bad, you guys. I started taking some antibiotics. Yeah, and then Thursday and Friday, I started feeling better, a little bit better each day. And yeah, and then on Friday, pretty much everyone of my group went away to their jobs. And me, the sick one, I got to stay another week. because I was pretty much like out of it last week. So they offered me to stay here. I got a bit upset back there, but now I'm trying to process everything and trying to see the positive side. Yeah, there were days back there I didn't even know like where I was, and yeah, I never thought I was going to think about this, but I did think about this Thursday or Friday. Like, I was speaking to my parents and I just straight out cried. Like, I just cried on the phone, and I wanted to go back home. Yeah, that's how I was feeling, because I didn't see the point of me being here. Still, I have not much of an idea what I'm doing here, but I'm trying to find out. I just want my life to start going forward, and there's always something happen. It's been a tough week, but I survived. I'm here. I'm surrounded by good people, which is another really positive thing. And yeah, and I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm getting better now. And that's the third positive thing, that I actually managed to recover from the sickness, and I didn't have to end up in the hospital somewhere surrounded by strangers.
Wishing to go back home and quit was a big shock. I felt weak and small. Being that sick, so far away from my comfort zone, was a really hard challenge, but I knew my heart wanted me to stay. Australia dealt me with some bad cards, so it was difficult not to think, why is this happening to me? Instead, I was trying to ask, what is this teaching me? That my home is actually inside me? That help and human kindness is closer than I thought? That I have everything I need to face the world right here with me? And if traveling has taught me something, is that life on the road, like every other life, is not always pretty, and your greatest enemy is actually yourself.
I don't know, for I